Hello, welcome to a brand new day, and I hope you are in good health of mind and body. So, today I want to charge you to prioritize your needs more than your wants. We always ask ourselves, what do we want? We always prioritize what we want. We always talk about what we want to do all the time. So, at every point in time, you're always talking about what you want to do. And oftentimes we misconstrue what we want to do to what we need to do. But most of the times we are always saying what we want to do. Have you sat down and asked yourself, what do you need to do? Right? Because what you need to do is the propelling factor that will provide what you want, right? Or that will give you that environment to do what you want to do. So take for instance, if you want to be a professor, right? It is a want, that's what you want to be. Right? But what do you need to be able to become that which you want to be? You need to study, you need to go to school, you need to get the required certifications and all the trainings that you need to have, or the trainings you need to go through. So at the end of the day, when you've studied to show thyself approved, you become a professor. Right? So that has been your want. But beside that your want, there is something that you need to do in order to become what you want to be. All right. In life, we always skip the part of what we need to do. And sometimes by the time we realize it, we've lost a greater part of our youth or a greater part of our life. I could remember sometime in the past when we were still growing, I had a friend, and then he was more to say the biggest boy in our clique, because he was working for someone, he was doing packaging, and the truth is, at the time, as a young boy, and when I mean a young boy, we weren't even up to 20s, we should be in our teens then. So as a young boy doing that sort of work, he was really earning a lot. So fast track to when we started going close to our mid-20s, he was still doing that. I had to call him one day. I said, guy, you're actually earning well from this, and it's fine, it's nice. But the truth is, with the way things are going, this is not going to sustain you and your family by the time you decide to have a family. So it is at this time that you need to work or to learn something, actually, to learn a skill. Since if you are not interested in education, you can go learn a skill or learn a business, all right? If you continue here, the payment is would just be barely enough to take you through the week, not to talk of taking your family through the day. All right. So we had that discussion, and the truth is, when you want to make such transitions, it's always hard. Moving from what you want to what you need. All right. It's always a very difficult one. Now, I'm not saying that working for someone is bad. No. But when you are working for someone and what you are doing is not sustainable, it's actually a time or a wake-up time for you to make some drastic change, right? So the crux of the whole matter is that the work he was doing is not a sustainable one, and it's more or less a work that somebody that has how will I put it? Somebody that has someone that takes care of them can do, but as a guy that is looking forward to be able to take care of people, you don't need to do the work that at the end of the week you get paid 4,000, 5,000. So it was sometime in the past when those money were actually worth something. So I had to tell him that he listened to me, and coincidentally at the same time was thinking about the same thing. So he had to go learn a skill. Actually he learned design, and at the end of the day, after that should be 2 years or so, he finished and he started his own business, and he's doing well now. He might not be very rich or wealthy, but at least he can take care of himself, and by the time he intends to have a family, he'll be able to take care of his family, right? So it's just a simple story in that angle to tell you that what you need is more important than what you want. So that thing you are doing now, it might not just necessarily be finance or money, but that lifestyle you are living now, just because you want people to see you as a balling person, as a balling guy, as a balling girl, it might be working for you now, but 5-10 years down the line, will no longer be sustainable for you. And by the time you might realize it, you might get to find out that you've made a lot of mistakes. And sometimes there are mistakes that you might not be able to correct because time does not go back. We keep moving forward, and a time lost is lost forever. All you can do is to make up for that time. All right. So today, just take it as a charge that what you need to think about today is to sit down and ask yourself, in whatever it is that I'm doing at the moment, what exactly do I need? All right. So when you're able to figure out what you need, you find a way to align it to that which you want. Right, so but the major thing you need to do is to discover that which you need to do at this moment, at this time in your life. If you're still under 25, you're still at the first phase of your first 25 in life. By the time you get to 50, it is expected that you already achieved some certain things. If you want to get married, is assumed that you must have gotten married by then, had your children by God's grace, and it's also believed that at that time you also have something tangible doing because you are already heading towards retirement. All right. So the first 25 of your life is actually a crucial time. You need to clearly discover what you want, and it becomes a building block for you as you build your career or your business life from your 20s to the time you get to your 40s and your 50s. All right. So this is it from me to you today, to tell you to look into your needs, prioritize your needs, and work towards them, and you will thank me later. Remember, I am still there, your friend, Spicy.